He was the first man in U.S. history to hijack a plane.
D.A. Cooper. But today, after hijacking a Northwest Airlines jet...
On the evening of November 24th, 1971, the day before Thanksgiving, a quiet man wearing a dark suit, white shirt, black tie, and sunglasses boarded Northwest Orient Airlines Flight 305. The flight was a short one, from Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington, scheduled to last barely 30 minutes. The man gave his name as Dan Cooper. No one on that plane could have imagined that this ordinary-looking passenger was about to commit the only unsolved skyjacking in American history, a crime so bold, so calculated, and so mysterious that it would captivate the world for decades to come. This is the story of D.B. Cooper. Boarding Flight 305. Dan Cooper purchased a one-way ticket for just $20. He boarded the Boeing 727 calmly, carrying a small black briefcase. Once seated in the rear of the aircraft, Cooper ordered a bourbon and soda and lit a cigarette, something that was allowed on flights in the 1970s. Shortly after takeoff, Cooper leaned forward and handed a note to a flight attendant named Florence Schaffner. Then Cooper quietly said something that changed everything.
Yes, Mr. Cooper.
Miss, you better look at that note. I have a bomb. It claimed Cooper had a bomb inside his briefcase and demanded $200,000 in cash, 4 parachutes, and a fuel truck waiting in Seattle. Florence Schaffner, shaken but composed, alerted the cockpit. The captain immediately contacted air traffic control. To avoid panic, the crew told passengers there was a minor mechanical delay. The plane began circling over Seattle while authorities scrambled to meet Cooper's demands. During this time, Cooper remained calm. He opened his briefcase just enough for a flight attendant to glimpse what appeared to be red cylinders and wires. Whether it was a real bomb or not, no one was willing to take the risk. A calculated criminal. As the plane circled the city, Cooper continued to sip his drink and smoke cigarettes. He even tipped the flight attendants and spoke respectfully to them. He gave very specific instructions. The money had to be in small, unmarked bills. The parachutes must be functional. The plane must land with lights off to avoid snipers. His behavior suggested intelligence, confidence, and possibly military or aviation knowledge. After nearly 3 hours, authorities complied. The ransom money and parachutes were delivered to Seattle. Once the plane landed in Seattle, Cooper allowed all 36 passengers to leave unharmed. Only 4 crew members remained on board. The captain, first officer, flight engineer, 1 flight attendant, Tina Mucklow. The plane refueled as instructed. Cooper then gave his next set of demands. Into the night, Cooper ordered the plane to fly toward Mexico City at a low altitude of 10,000 feet, slow speed, with the rear stairway deployed, a unique feature of the Boeing 727. The flight took off again at 7:40 p.m., disappearing into the dark, stormy Pacific Northwest night. Somewhere between Seattle and Reno, Cooper made his move. At around 8:13 p.m., the crew felt a sudden upward motion, the pressure change caused by the rear stairs being lowered. Dan Cooper was gone. The leap somewhere over the dense forests of southwestern Washington, in heavy rain, freezing temperatures, and complete darkness, Cooper jumped from the aircraft. He took with him $200,000 in cash, a parachute, and the mystery that would follow. No body was found. No parachute was recovered. No confirmed sighting ever occurred again. The manhunt begins. The FBI immediately launched one of the largest investigations in U.S. history, codenamed NORJAC, Northwest Hijacking. Agents searched forests, rivers, and mountains. Hundreds of suspects were interviewed. Air Force pilots, paratroopers, criminals, and missing persons were all investigated. But nothing concrete emerged. The money that returned. In 1980, nearly 9 years later, a young boy named Brian Ingram was digging near the Columbia River when he uncovered something astonishing. Buried in the sand were bundles of decaying $20 bills, totaling $5,800. The serial numbers matched Cooper's ransom money. It was the only confirmed physical evidence ever recovered. But it raised more questions than answers. Did Cooper survive and lose part of the money, or did the river claim his life? Who was D.B. Cooper? The name D.B. Cooper itself came from a media mistake. His ticket actually said Dan Cooper, but a reporter confused it with another suspect. Over the years, many theories emerged. Some believe Cooper was a former paratrooper, a Vietnam War veteran, a test pilot, or even a team of criminals. Others believe he did not survive the jump, pointing to the harsh weather and dangerous terrain. Yet many experts argue the opposite, that Cooper knew exactly what he was doing.